Wow. Huh. I hate to say this, but I don't even know where to begin. A lot of you are probably happy right now, and I understand that. I'm not going to take that away from you. God bless you. As a matter of fact, God bless everybody in the chat. Um, I wasn't even going to go live. I wasn't going to make a video today. It was my daughter's birthday yesterday, first birthday, and I was so tired. We've been preparing for this birthday since Thursday, and uh, we were up probably till like 3 in the morning. My wife was up till like 3 that Friday night going into Saturday morning. She was up till 3 in the morning. I had to cut the boys' hair and everything, and I had a lot of running around to do, a lot of footwork to do, and getting the cake and decorations and all that stuff. I was up. I get up at 3 in the morning to go to work and everything, and I was just so physically drained. So physically drained. I think I went to bed about 1 o'clock that night. And my daughter had a fever that Friday night going into Saturday morning. And the party was Saturday. And, we did that and just exhausted from it. And I didn't feel like it. I said, I'm going to nonchalantly watch this game. We're going against the 1-10 Texans. This should be a practice game. A lot of people say, oh, this should be a practice game. I've heard people say, oh, we shouldn't even play our starters and all this stuff. And, we should rest Zeke and Pollard and put Cooper Rush in there. And we should rest Michael Parsons and CeeDee Lamb and all these guys. They're talking about resting for this game. And I was on the couch, and I think I missed the whole first quarter. I saw bits and pieces of it because I was in and out of sleep. I was so tired from yesterday because we had company over and the party and everything, and people didn't leave till like 10 o'clock that night. So I was just so drained, man. My daughter and I would sleep on the couch, and my wife said, hey, the game is on. And I was like, oh, shit, let me get up. You know what I mean? And I'm watching this game, and we were down. We were losing 10-7. And I was like, wait a minute, what? And I jokingly said to my coworkers on Friday, I was like, you know what? This is going to be a trap game. Watch Houston. We always have a hard time with Houston, no matter what the record is. We lost to the Houston Texans when they were an expansion team back in the day. And we just always embarrass ourselves against sorry teams. And the guy, he agreed with me. And we were both kind of, just like jokingly, but damn, they didn't have to prove us right. I mean, even though we won the game, it felt like we lost. Even though we won the game. How do y'all feel right now? Part of you are happy that we came out and won the game at the last minute. And then there's that side of you. Like, God damn. Really? What happened? I mean, I'm glad we won. I'm glad it turned out like it did. I'm glad we finally mustered enough plays to drive up the field, 11-play drive. They took the touchdown away from us. We already scored with Gallup. He caught the ball. There's Brian catch again. We caught the ball, two-step. The ball was right here. He landed on both feet all the way to the ground on his back. And that's when the ball came out, when he was on his back. I thought that meant you was down. But let that have been Houston, that would have been a touchdown. You see what I'm saying, man? It's so hard to watch the NFL now. It's really hard. It's really, really hard. But even though we won, the way we were playing, the way we were being outcoached, the way we were letting this team just kind of do whatever, whenever, we couldn't stop them on third down. They just kept moving the chains. The quarterback, I don't even know any of those guys. Pardon me, but I'm not a Houston Texans fan. I don't know any of those guys that was in that uniform. I don't know. I didn't even know him. I'm like, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? You know, the quarterback damn near looked like Michael Vick in the first half, just running up the field. And the expressions on their sidelines' face when they were winning was just priceless. They were all giddy and yeah, you know. And I'm like, when are we gonna wipe the smile off their face? I think I heard somebody say, "Oh man, we'll still win by 40 points. We'll still win by, we'll still have 40-something points when we win." And I kind of looked, I'm like, what game you watching? Because the Texans, they were ready today. They might have been 1-10, now 1-11. But bless their hearts, they might have been 1-10, but they were ready today. In Arlington, in DFW, they were ready. And see, that's what scares me. That's what scares me. You know, everybody was all crunk last week and getting on me about being too hard on the Cowboys, even though we blew out the Colts. That's why that win didn't impress me. Because look how we played today. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It was Dr. Jekyll out there today. They were playing all finicky and conservative, running the same shit over and over again. That was Dr. Jekyll out there. See, last week was Mr. Hyde. We were taking advantage of we were bullying a sorry team. This was a sorry team too, but they just had their shit together. Luckily, they started making mistakes right there at the end. But this is why I didn't get all happy and stuff about that win last week. Because look how we played today against a 1-10 team. They only won one game, and we barely scraped by them. I get it. A win is a win. I'll take it. I'm glad. I'm pissed. I'm disappointed, but I'm happy they at least pulled off the win at the last second. But it's the way we won the game. It blows my mind. They did their homework. People watch y'all. People watch us. They don't just sit back and wait for their next opponent. They say, damn, 1-10 Texans were, who we got next? The Texans, the Jag, whoever, I don't even know. Don't really care right now. But they're watching this game. They're going to watch this game. And they're going to say, look, the 1-10 Texans guys are moving the ball against the Cowboys. They say we got the number one defense in the league. It's the Shannon Sharp and everybody. No, not Shannon Sharp, but ESPN, everybody, they saying, oh, this is a Super Bowl team. What? Look how they were moving the ball on this so-called Super Bowl team. Cowboys Corner, what's up, man? Look how they were moving the fucking ball on this so-called Super Bowl team. We barely scraped by a one-win team. This is a sport. I get it. It's the NFL. You're going to have bad games. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. I understand that. I'm probably the most. No, I'm not gonna even say probably. I'm damn sure I'm the most realistic Cowboy fan on YouTube. This is a sport where you cannot turn it on and turn it off. That light switch has to be on 24/7. Even when you're not playing, that light switch has to be on 24/7. Yeah. So they came in here, hot dogging, oh, we just blew out the Colts. Oh, we're good. And they almost got their asses whooped. They almost had a reality check at home. At home. At home. See, at home don't matter no more. See, back in the day when you was at home, oh, that was a guaranteed ass whooping. See, now they let these guys come in here and cook dinner and eat leftovers and kick their legs up on their sofa and watch TV and flip channels and all that shit and run up the cable bill, run up the electric bill, run up. They let people just come in and do all that shit now. At home don't matter no more. It used to back in the day, but it damn sure don't matter. Yeah, Jack Lawrence, D-Law was the only one after talking shit, getting in them boys' faces and playing today. I don't even know where Michael Parsons was. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for him. I don't know where Dak was. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for him. No. I'm not going to say Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll for the everybody that I'm going to name is Dr. Jekyll today. The whole team was Dr. Jekyll. It's, you know. But I saw D-Law. He was on it today. Marcus Callaway, what's up, man? I forgot to holler at you in my last stream, man. I saw you in there, man. My bad. Eshan, what's going on? What's up, everybody? But yeah, it was Dr. Jekyll today with the Cowboys. Yeah. Yeah, Michael, something was wrong with Michael Parsons. He wasn't there. I don't know if he was not feeling well or he was just strategically game planned out of this fucking ball game. I don't know. Dak throwing 2 interceptions. You're going to get an interception or 2 from Dak every game. See, that scares me too because you can't throw interceptions in the postseason. You can't do it. And see, Eagles keep winning. They won today. They beat the Giants. You know, so they just keep winning. They got the type of schedule where they can just keep winning. You know, so every game is really a must win for us because everybody in the NFC East is fucking winning. So there's no room for error. There's no room for mistakes or anything. I don't like the inconsistency. I don't like it. It doesn't get you far. What I saw today was an inconsistent mess. And I don't know how many times I got to say it, but they got to clean it up before it's too late. You get what I'm saying? So, a good win, I guess. Not really a good win, but it was a win. You know, we're now 10-3. We have a good record, but I just didn't like the way we played today. It was very sloppy. Very, very sloppy. And it exploits a lot. It shows other teams our weaknesses. So showing up said lazy win. Yeah, pretty much. There was so much wrong. The Cowboys love to give teams confidence. They they like to let games like this. They love to let teams linger around and just hey yeah and they get all crunk and happy and so it was down to the wire. Yeah. I know, right? They don't care. They one track minded. They don't care. Hey, win is a win, man. We won. They don't give a damn about the overall analyzation of a game. They just go to games and spend all their hard work and money, and if they work hard, and they just go in there and they fight and they do drive-by shootings and shit. And they don't even think about what's been exposed or our next opponent or whatever. They just, the Cowboys won. That's all I need. La 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 la. Like kids, you know what I mean? That was a good comment, man. I thought Dak should have did a lot better at being a leader, taking over the game. He did a good job that last drive. I got to give him that. He got the ball out. The line started blocking really good. We started executing that last drive, which pisses me off because if you can execute the last drive, you could have executed all game. But execution, that's something that should be consistent as well. That's another light switch that the Dallas Cowboys have, an on and off switch. They execute when they want to, then after a while they just, we don't feel like it. But yeah, man, lazy win, like somebody said in the comment section, lazy win. Yeah, I think it was a little bit of a play calling too. I don't want to blame, Dak, all, I think the play calling was a little, too much focus on OBJ. Yeah, that's a good point. Malik Collins had a point to prove to us today. I noticed who was number 75 on that offensive line that took Terrence Steele's spot. Oh my God, he was horrible. He was awful. He was awful, man. Kelvin Joseph. Oh my God, that poor baby. Oh Lord. Dwayne, what's up, man? Yeah, man. That's what I said, man. That's what I told my guy at work. I said, man, we always have trouble with Houston. I remember the first game we had against Houston back in the day when they were an expansion team. We always used to lose to expansion teams back then. Remember Houston and the Carolina Panthers? We lost to them both. It was so embarrassing. And we just always struggle with Houston. I don't know what it is. I guess like Green Bay, we always struggle with them too. So it's just something about Houston, man. I don't know. It just always kind of lingered around. Yeah, I agree, Michael. I agree. I don't like to be put in that position, but I agree. Glad we won, but we were literally self-destruction the whole game. Yeah, it was a tough game, man. I got to give it to Houston, even though they only won one game. They were prepared to play. That's a prime example of being prepared to play, and they were. We weren't prepared. Secondary. Oh yeah. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Jab said that they had Watson as their QB. Probably so, man. Yeah, they were hungry. That's what I was telling my wife. My wife was like, why are we losing to this team? They only won one game. I said they're hungry. They playing off pride right now. Houston was a pride game for them. Their job now, they know they ain't making it to postseason play. They know their season is over. They know they're going home. They know they sucked all season. So their job is to come in and wreak havoc and try to fuck up somebody's chances to get, and they almost did it with us. So, so that's why they were so good. They did their homework. They were ready to play, unlike the Dallas Cowboys were. That was their Super Bowl, right? So, yeah, for sure. Steven said we're gonna dog walk. I hope so, man. I hope so, brother. Rivalry game. Yeah, that's kind of an old rivalry. Not really old, like not back in the day old, but it's a rivalry because it's the same state. That'll always be some sort of a rivalry because it's 4 hours away down the freeway, down 45 south. So yeah, Joseph's son. I didn't know he was gonna start. I thought the other guy was gonna, what's his name? Bland or something like that. I thought he was gonna start today. Hey, Jim, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, that was Friday and Saturday were the toughest days, man. Oh my God. I was so tired after everything, bro. It was like Thanksgiving all over again. All the preparation and stuff like that. I think it was a little harder than Thanksgiving because we had to put up like decorations and stuff and balloons and all that stuff and the whole yard sign and all that stuff, man. So my boy said, I'm not happy until we, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not happy until we, yeah. And that's why I wasn't really excited last week about the blowout win against the Colts. Because I know we were gonna come play this week and it was gonna be a little different, Cowboys tend to do that. They tend to, get on the high horse and then they have to be brought right back down to that reality within the next week. So yeah, I'm ready for the Eagles again. We need to play like we played last week against the Eagles, not this week. Because this week was awful. And you're going to have bad games. It happens, man. Troy Aikman and them back in the day, they had bad games too. But I think there's a difference between a bad game and a game where you're just being out-coached and out-played. And today we were out-coached. It was scary. We couldn't really figure them out, on the defense side of the ball until D-Law just stopped fucking around and taking matters into his own hands. That's what you got to do sometimes, man. That's what you got to do as players, man. You got to kind of take matters into your own hands. You can only coach. You can only be coached so much. You can only be coached so much. You can only be guided. I can only hold your hand and walk you to school. I can't go into school with you and do the work and sit in class by you. I can't do that. I can drop you off at school, say, hey, have a good day, make good decisions, don't mess with nobody, don't let nobody mess with you, pay attention to the teacher, do your work, finish your work, come out strong, eat your lunch, all that stuff. I can do that outside of the school. Outside of the school, guys. As parents, we can only do that. That's as far as we can go. But once that player enters that stadium, once that child goes into that school, he's out of our hands. He or she is out of our hands. We can't do nothing else. We can't do nothing else. It's up to them to make it happen. It's up to them to make it happen, man. What's up, Tay? What's going on? How you feel about that win? Yeah, man. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for real. Who Philly got next week? Anybody know? Joseph played better than Diggs. Diggs was off today. I don't know. Diggs was on the sideline. I don't know if his hand or his stomach or whatever. He had to go back to the locker room. I'm not, trying to justify his lack of play today, but oh, they got the Bears. Oh, okay. The OBJ hangover. The OBJ hangover. Yeah, too much emphasis on that. Yeah, we got to. We got to. That's for damn sure. Iceman, I don't know what happened. Um, they weren't getting to the quarterback. We have trouble. We have trouble with mobile quarterbacks. And he was almost kind of like a mobile quarterback. He wasn't a pocket guy. Not today. He might have been a pocket guy, you know. Yeah, he might be a pocket guy against other teams, but against our defense, he was running, man. He was running the ball. He was moving in the pocket, creating separation. He was doing pretty good today against our defense. But we have trouble with scrambling, elusive quarterbacks, and that's what kind of scares me a little bit. Let's see one more. All three phases of the game were bad, but we got. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad we got the W. I'm glad we snuck through the back door and got that win. But it was an ugly win, you know. But a win is a win, like everybody says. So I hate to put, I don't want to put too much of a damper on it. I'm just realistic, man. I look at the, the realistic side of things. I've always been like that. It's just my nature, man. I try not to put people down, but the fight is not finished. The fight is not finished at all. Yeah, even on a bad day, we got the win. That's a good way to look at it. That's a real good way to look at it. We had a bad game, but we still won. We still fighting cloud and won. Tori said Cowboys played real goofy today. You got some Eagle fans in the house. Keep that same intensity, y'all. Keep that same intensity. James Washington. Didn't he drop one? I think I saw him one time. Dak threw the ball to him. I think he dropped it or something. I can't remember what he did. But December 24th. Retro, what's up, man? Mike McCarthy needs to take away. I heard that. Yeah. Hey, I saw that. I was like, what happened to CD Lamb? That's I was like, what the hell? What happened to CD Lamb? I'm like, my God. Shit, I don't even think he had 50 yards today. Yeah, man. They got to find some kind of way to get their fire back. When you play, I think we've had this schedule wasn't really just that tough this year. Just like the Eagles. The Eagles, I don't think the Eagles have played anybody over 500. Like I said, I'm not trying to. You still got to execute. They don't make their schedule, so you still got to get out there and play. They've been playing well, they only lost one game. But I think when you play, I think it kind of hurts you when you play easy teams like that, because when it comes to the real thing, you're kind of caught off guard a little bit, So you got to be mindful of those things right there. You have to be realistic. Those are things you just got to look out for. That's why I say keep that same intensity. Yeah, they had a rocky game today. It is what it is. We lost. I mean, we won. So, I guess that's the brighter side to look at things, try to stay positive, you know. But I wish I could be in that film room. I wish I could be in that film room with the coaches and the players. You know, I wish I could be, because the coaches watch film first. They watch the film first, then they schedule a meeting with the players, and they watch it with the players. They go over it, analyze it with the players. So I wish I could be in the film room with the coaches and the film room with the players, because we were out coached today, like big time. So they need chastising just as well as the players. I hope somebody's chastising them. You get what I'm saying? So, because if you don't chastise the coaches, nobody's gonna know. They're not gonna know if they're doing anything wrong or not. Just like the players, they're gonna go in there. They're gonna go in there and blame the players and all this. Oh, y'all didn't do this, and what happened here, and boom, 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 boom. You know, and I get that to a certain extent, but it's your job to put your players in the best position to make plays. And we don't have any Deion Sanders and any Lawrence Taylors or Reggie Whites or Charles Haley's or guys like that on this, Michael Irvin's, guys like that on this team. So your job is to put players in the best position to make plays. You get what I'm saying? So, and the players have to execute. So it's a domino effect. You gotta it's a team thing. So I blame the whole team on this. I'm tired of just blaming one guy. I'm not gonna do that anymore. You know, it's a team thing, team effort. Um, hmm, if I was Jerry, who would I fire first? Well, I don't know who I would fire first, but let me tell you, if I'm Jerry Jones, so I'm the richest man in sports, period, today. You see, because well, uh, if Steven and I put our heads together, if we go in there and put our heads together, now I'm gonna be frank with you. I'm gonna be elementary with you, but I'm not gonna be trying. You see, Jerry Jones don't just fire people just for the hell of it. You see, I like to let a little time go by, because I don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know. 1980 doesn't know what's gonna happen. You see, the Dallas Cowboys are this is a great position to be. You see what I'm saying? On our worst day, we gotta win. Y'all didn't think we were gonna win, but Dak Prescott did it. Dak Prescott brought us back in this game. That's why Dak is on the commercials. That's why he's eating yogurt on the commercials. That's why he's sleeping in the beds on the commercials. That's why he wears the Jordans and has the Jordan logo on his chest. So we got a $40 million quarterback, you see, and we don't want to let him go to waste. You see what I'm saying? See, I knew in the back of my mind that we were going to win this game. See, you guys didn't know, but I knew. Steven and I, we knew we were going to win this game, and we're going to win next week. Yeah, and don't ask me any questions about Zeke and Pollard. Don't ask me any questions about Schultz. I don't want to hear it. Even though Schultz drops important passes, we still rely on him to make plays. You see what I'm saying? So, you see, if I'm being too elementary for you, let me know, because I can stop. You get what I'm saying? No, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm through messing with y'all, man. But yeah, man, that was a crazy game. Crazy game, man. He said that's Jerry Shaw. Yeah, you better believe it. And 1980 has a point. And I love watching his show because he keeps it real. A lot of guys don't do that. 1980, I would love to have him on 105.3 to fan, to go head to head with 1980. Yeah, wouldn't that be a show? That would be a show. Those guys on 105.3, you know what they do? They kiss my ass every time. They talk crap about me and Steven behind my back. But as soon as I get on the show, guess what they're doing? They're licking my boots. Yeah. They're pulling out the red carpet. Yeah, because they know that I own them. You see, Jerry Jones is the owner of 105.3 The Fan, secretly. So, what it would be a treat. It would be more than a treat for 1980 and Jerry Jones to go head to head. Wouldn't that be nice? The ratings would skyrocket. The ratings would go through the roof, and I could get all the money, and I would give 1980 a little cut, because he deserves it. But he's the only YouTuber that I watch, because that guy he keeps it real. Yeah, he keeps it real. Sometimes he says things I think that are a little out of line, a little sketchy, but you know, uh, I like him. I like him a lot. I knew his dad back in the day. I knew his dad um, when Tom Landry was around. I remember 1980 when he was a little boy on the sideline with his dad. So uh, 1980 is a good guy. But sometimes he's a little bit too real for me. You see, but I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and let 1980 run his show. So that's all I got. Let me get to my yacht and my helicopter, and I'll see y'all later. No, man, let me stop, dog. Hey, man, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I appreciate y'all joining me, man. Good win, I guess, for the Cowboys. 10-3. We'll take it. It was hard, but it was ugly. It was nasty. It was sloppy. It had a bad taste in our mouths. But we still won. That's all that matters. Yeah. That's all that really matters. Is the win, right? When the time goes out, when the seconds go down, run out. All that matters is we win that game. Yeah. All that matters is that we win that game. Right? Yeah. Hmm. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Enjoy the rest of my afternoon. It's still early. I like that. I don't like early games because they're too early, but at least it's still early. Make sure you stay cowboyed up and prayed up. Because you never know what the day is gonna bring you. Oh, baby boy.